Hi, I'm Vicki with Living with Sjogren's disease, and today's video is about diet. Today we're making a trail mix snack, and we're also going to talk about each element in the food and how that can help you in managing some of your autoimmune disease symptoms. I've got my bowl here. So what I'm doing is I'm adding in a good 2.5 times the amount that I'm adding almost everything else. So here's, I roasted these just a little bit, not a whole lot, because I didn't want to lose the good properties of them for the health benefits. So next, 1/4 cup of peanuts. If I had cashews, I would have cut those into pieces and used those instead. These are legumes. They are not on the Whole30 diet, but they do have some good properties. Here goes the peanuts. Let's see. Pumpkin seeds. There is slightly over 1/4 cup. And these are sunflower seeds. There's about 1/8 of a cup. They're so tiny in here, and I mixed them in with dates so that they would be a little stickier and stick to my dates. Not everybody likes dates. I do. These are, these are no sugar added, and they're good. But you could substitute dried peaches, dried mango, any other kind of fruit that you like, you could substitute. So in goes that. It's a bit sticky. I'm just using my finger to scoop it out. All right, then in goes 1/4 cup of dried blueberries, and they are no sugar added. And then 1/4 cup of raisins. Unfortunately, these are not no sugar added, and so but you can buy them. They're right next to the regular ones in the store. So that would no sugar added would really be the best thing to do. All right, now the last thing I'm going to add in is some coconut chips, but I need a bigger bowl. Okay, so here's a metal bowl. Whoops. So I'm going to dump all this goodness in there, and I'm going to, oh, there's my measure. Here's 1/4 cup of coconut chips. I'm going to add another one because after reading about all the good stuff, I'm adding more in. And these are a bit toasted, but they're not super toasted. I mean, not to the point where it would denature and destroy the good proteins and vitamins, and they're still flexible. So there's that too. All right. I tend to cook with my hands a little bit, and they are already washed. So I'm just gonna mix it all. I'm gonna mix it all up like that. So you could put some dark chocolate in here too if you wanted to. I just don't have any. And I used the ingredients that I have on hand. And grapes are something that I have on hand, and they also, I think, have antioxidant properties. So here's my fruit, my grapes cut up. Now I'm gonna fill my glass with some filtered water. And here I left room so that I can put the grapes in without it overflowing. I'm going to try and push the grapes, not to fully macerate them, because I still want to be able to maybe eat them, but I want to release some of the juices in there. Here I've got my fruit infused water. And honestly, I've lost my taste from COVID, and I really enjoy the flavor and the sweetness of grapes. So if I could taste it, it'd probably be pretty good. All right, there's my snack. So I'm going to snack on this while we're talking about the nutritional benefits and the anti-inflammatory benefits of this. So my information shows that coconuts are a superfood. They're rich in iron and cardioprotective, rich in zinc, calcium, magnesium, and manganese. The other thing about coconut chips is that they may promote clotting. And so if you are on a blood thinner, you might want to reconsider the coconut or talk to your cardiologist or your regular doctor first. Just make sure. Dried blueberries. They're rich in vitamin C and vitamin K, rich in carbs, so that would help give you some energy. But they also promote clotting. So another reason to talk to your doctor first if you're on a blood thinner. And they're also rich in fiber, so blueberries would probably be good, especially fresh blueberries, for constipation. Okay, raisins. Raisins also help to promote gut health and reduce constipation. They're good for bone health. They have antioxidants and anti-inflammatory properties. And they help to suppress the immune system, which that's good for autoimmune disease. Okay, the dates. They're a good antioxidant. Dates help with digestion as well and boost your energy. They're great for skin health, good for your gut. They're a prebiotic, which is important for your gut as well. But they also aid in blood clotting. So again, unfortunately, 3 different dried fruits in my snack today aid in blood clotting. For me, personally, that's a good thing because I get bruises so easy everywhere. And that's related to the prednisone I take, 5 milligrams every day. And currently, I'm taking ibuprofen every day for pain control. Okay, the pumpkin seeds. These are not raw. Mine are toasted. So most of this you could apply to them if they were raw, but some of the properties still count. And the reason is because heating up the food sort of denatures the proteins. So their shape changes and they die off. So if they're only lightly toasted, that would be a good thing. They'd be crunchier, maybe more enjoyable, yet it would still have some good healthy proteins in it. So the pumpkin seeds, they promote brain health. Great if you're having brain fog. Digestion, help regulate your blood sugar. That's also a good thing if you have diabetes from the medications in the autoimmune diseases. And if you're on prednisone or any kind of corticosteroid, because that's going to increase your blood sugars as well. And let's see, it strengthens your bones. That's good for us, and the osteoporosis, which is also partly caused by the regular corticosteroid. For me, it's prednisone. Let's see, they have anti-inflammatory properties as well. So the pumpkin seeds, they're a yes on all accounts. Okay, the sunflower seeds are next. Let's pop those in. They have vitamin E, antioxidants. They promote skin, healthy skin, and promote immune function. For somebody like me, whose immune system is a little too revved up right now, promoting immune function, this doesn't, my resource doesn't say whether it's boosting, making the immune system stronger, or if it's calming it down to make it function like it should. If it revs up and strengthens my immune system, that may work against me because my immune system is already in overdrive. But it doesn't say also how many sunflower seeds it would take to bring about that effect. So I added them in for all the other healthy properties. and I just limited the amount. So the sunflower seeds also promote bone health, and they're rich in essential minerals. Next are the peanuts. These are roasted and a little salted. Non-roasted, non-salted would be the best. This is what I had on hand. They are packed with antioxidants, and they also have anti-inflammatory benefits too. They're not good for heart disease because of the salt. So again, if you're eating the raw peanuts without salt, you're still going to get the benefits, but not the harmful effect of the sodium. Okay, the pecans. Mine are a little very lightly roasted because that helps me be able to consume them without me suffering from the acidity in the pecans. Me, I don't have enough saliva to balance out the acidity, and I can feel that in my mouth. Sometimes I get blisters in there. For me and my dry mouth and my Sjogren's, the last thing I need is blisters in my mouth. But these pecans have such good health benefits that I don't want to cut them out of my diet. So I do lightly toast them, which makes a big difference, and I eat them with fluids. Okay, so pecans, they're high in fiber, copper, zinc, and thiamine, which is vitamin B1 that does help with fatigue. A couple of the other videos on Sjogren's that I've watched have also talked about how beneficial thiamine is, B1. They're also good to help with inflammation. They also help with energy, because what these do is they convert carbohydrates into usable energy, which is good, especially for those of us who have fatigue on a regular basis. And I'm not saying that if you eat a lot of pecans that you're not going to have fatigue anymore, but this is what my source has stated, and it is helpful. You know, I mean, there's a point at which you can eat too much of a good thing, and then it can come back to be harmful. But adding these pecans, if you like them, into your diet a little more often could also be beneficial for converting your carbohydrates into energy. So maybe you could tack these pecans onto mealtime to help your body make use of the carbohydrates that you've consumed. That would be beneficial. They also have potassium, and they help with blood glucose regulation. So that's everything that I currently have in my snack. You could add the dark chocolate, and there's a lot of different things you can add to your snack. This is what I had on hand, but if you wanted to add dark chocolate, let's talk about the benefits. It helps to increase healthy brain function. On the other hand, it increases the strength of your immune system. So if your immune system is in overdrive, it's going to strengthen that, possibly. Maybe it also depends on how much that you consume of it. It's also high in nutrients, but it also has caffeine, which is a stimulant. That might help in the morning. That's my worst time, is in morning, and that's why I usually end up having at least a cup and a half of coffee to just get my brain going. On the other hand, if you suffer from chronic insomnia, and these types of snacks are something that you're going to have in the late afternoon, or even as like a dessert replacement after dinner, the caffeine could maybe make the insomnia worse. It does for me. The higher the dark chocolate content, the more bitter it is in my mouth, the more that the acidity in whatever it is I'm consuming kind of hurts my gums as well. Because I don't have that healthy saliva flowing to balance out that acidity. But that doesn't mean I shouldn't eat dark chocolate. there are many different ways to consume it. You can melt it, put it over ice cream, you can put it in your coffee, you can eat it by itself and drink a fluid with it that maybe milk replacement that's a little thicker and more coating protective of the mouth. You can also eat it mixed in with a snack so that there's other foods in there also helping to balance the acidity. For me, that would be cashews, but I didn't have those on hand today. So I know that was bombarding you with a lot of information. I will include all of that information in the description box, and I'm going to do my best to make it into a printable PDF in case you want to print it and have it on hand. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today for this healthy snack video and learning types of foods that can help us fight inflammation. And I also want to give a quick reminder that I think it's July 23rd that is World Sjogren's Day.